So, imagine Indiana Jones, but he's got better hair and a serious case of I can climb actually anything syndrome. Yeah, that's Nathan Drake. But not that one. He's a bit more low definition. And he teams up with this person who's filming a documentary called Elena, who favours the camera over her own fucking life. And his dad, Sully. No, but this is my video on platinuming Uncharted Drake's Fortune. I raged a lot. So the game starts off.
How are you? I am under the water. Please help me.
So we start with Nathan Drake, right? He's out here trying to find Sir Francis Drake's coffin buried at sea over 400 years ago. He's got Elena Fisher, the journalist, filming everything. And they find the coffin, but it's empty, except for a diary. And Nate claims that Sir Francis is his ancestor. And this proves Drake faked his death for a treasure hunt. After arguing for a bit, Nate looks out and...
Pirates on the boat.
What is that?
Pirates on the boat.
What?
Pirates on the boat. Pirates on the...
The ship's getting wrecked and they have to jump before the ship blows up. But don't worry, Sully, Nate's dad, saves the day with the seaplane. Easy. So Nate starts explaining the game plan to Sully and they're on Sully's boat chilling. And Nate's just dropping some knowledge, and apparently Drake's diary spilled the tea on their next target, El Dorado, the legendary city of gold. So then they just ditch Elena. What the fuck? Because Sully said that the documentary could bring them heat. So that's fair enough. They hit the Amazon, ancient ruins, which is where I pick up my first trophy for finding my first treasure. And they go through a dungeon, and Sully's stressing because he's broke and he did the gold like yesterday. And the twist, El Dorado is in the city. It's a giant golden statue. And then they find a German U-boat stuck under a waterfall in the jungle. Because that's completely normal. And Nate, being Nate, goes solo. Dead crew, missing diary page, and a map to a tropical island. Nate opens the door, digs a torpedo in the ass, sets that off so he dips out the submarine. So he goes for a swim, pops up for air, and guess who's there to meet him? The villain, Gabriel Roman. The guy who makes Sully's debt collectors look like a welcoming committee. Snatches the map off Nathan, but then Sully takes the bullet, and then, just when you think things can't get any worse, the U-boat decides to join the party with a spectacular fireworks display. And then Nate just dips, so we hide behind a wall. Elena spawns in, who greets him with a face full of fist. They decide to go back to Sully's plane, and to do that we have to run back through the temple before they came through. And after that, I get 2 more trophies, one for getting 5 headshots in a row, and another for getting 20 headshots. After a lot of fighting, we hop on Elena's jeep, and then zoom away in Sully's plane. So, the guys are cruising in Sully's seaplane, and they're thinking they're hot stuff. And suddenly they get shot down by an anti-aircraft, which turns their joyride into a fiery freefall. They parachute safely, but they get separated. Nate, being the resourceful guy he is, he heads towards the wreckage, battling pirates who had destroyed their boat earlier. I get 2 more trophies along this path. One for getting 50 kills with the PM 9mm, and another one for 100 headshots. He grabs a map, spots Elena's parachute. All these next clips are me trying to get to the next point of the game. Nathan! Oh my... What? What?
You're gonna die, airplane man.
Okay. Nathan, move! Move! Fucking... Ah! What are you doing? Nathan! Oh my god! Hopefully. Nope! Nope! Because I don't get a break! Oh my god, he got shot in the head! And finds her filming, but 2 pirates are sneaking up on her. Nate takes out one, but then gets knocked out himself. He wakes up as a prisoner of Eddie Raja? I don't know. A blast from the past on a former colleague. Eddie wants the gold, and he wants Nate to lead the way. Then, Elena swoops in, rips the back wall out of the prison. They steal the jeep again, and zoom across the island, ending up in a flooded city. And here is where Nate has a moment of clarity. He realizes their odds are worse than a snowball's chance in you know where. And he decides to call it quits, finally admitting that the treasure might not be worth the risk. Nate and Elena jump on the jet ski and ski through the flooded city. And me and this flooded city are best friends. I'll show you these next clips. We're such good friends. Where? Oh my... What is this movement? What? Nathan! Oh my god! I get 4 trophies in this absolutely grueling part of the game. One for killing 3 enemies in one explosion, another for 250 headshots, another for getting 20 kills with a West 44, and another for finding 10 treasures. You stop being a jackass. Okay, well I just got a trophy while I said that, so that's there now. Continuing on with the story, they stumbled upon the customs house and discovered the El Dorito statue was moved inland. Then, Elena captures footage of Sully, alive and kicking, working with Roman and Navarro. She thinks he's a traitor, but Nate's not convinced, and he's determined to find Sully no matter what. They head north, jet skiing again, and battle through a horde of Navarro's mercenaries at the monastery. Finally, they find Sully, who reveals a shocking truth. The diary that Nate gave him saved his life. And Sully had been playing the long game, feeding Roman useless information to buy time. He explains that the Spanish marked the treasure's vaults with specific symbols, sending Nate on a new quest. Nate, Sully and Elena find a maze of tunnels beneath the monastery. Nate overhears an argument between Roman, Navarro and Eddie, and Roman hired Eddie to capture Nate, but now doubts his abilities. Here I get a trophy for getting 50 kills with the 92 FS 9mm. What are you doing? They stumble upon the treasure vault building, distracting Navarro and Roman. A booby trap separates Sully from Nate and Elena find a passage leading to the large treasure vault and discover the body of Francis Drake. Nate leaves Drake's ring as a tribute, and suddenly they encounter Eddie and his crew being chased by mutated humans with incredible speed and strength. The creatures are the Spanish, but they're descendants. Nate team up with Eddie and fight them off. Here's my live reactions to the situation. What is that thing, bro? Oh my god! Mommy, get away from me! Mommy, why is it eating my fucking brain? What's going on? Oh my god, he's murked! Eddie is killed. Nate and Elena escape and find themselves in an abandoned German bunker. What the f? Nate restores the power, and we get another achievement for getting 30 kills with the MP40, and discovers the Germans also sought the statue during World War II, but were also cursed and turned into mutants. Nate realizes the Spanish never left the island, and Sir Francis Drake was trying to keep the statue on the island. Nate finds Elena, captured by Roman and Navarro. Nate fights his way out of the bunker and reunites with Sully. They fight through the monastery, where we get a trophy for getting 30 kills with a dragon sniper, discovering Roman has secured the statue. Navarro urges Roman to open the casket which holds the mummy of El Dorito. Roman inhales the dust and begins to mutate. Navarro shoots Roman in the head, revealing his plan is to steal the statue and sell the mutagen. The statue is lifted out by a helicopter. Nate jumps onto the net the statue is suspended in, and is carried to a larger freighter ship. Elena kicks a mercenary out of the helicopter. Nate fights his way to the deck, killing numerous mercenaries. Don't flip! Nate and Navarro fight fist for fist until Nate knocks Navarro unconscious. Here we get our trophies for completing the game on easy and normal difficulty. As Nate pulls Elena from the helicopter, Navarro regains consciousness and raises his gun. Nate pushes the helicopter off the ship, causing Navarro and the statue to plunge into the ocean. Elena returns Francis Drake's ring to Nate. A symbol of their shared adventure, they lean in for a kiss but are interrupted by Sully on a speedboat. He's escaped the island, killed Eddie's remaining pirates, and snagged some treasure. On the boat ride, Elena reminds Nate he still owes her a story since she lost her camera. Oh yeah, remember that thing I mentioned at the very start of the video about her and her camera? Yeah.
Really falling. Elena, I can't hold on. Give me your other hand. You've got to let it go. Damn it!
Like, what do you mean, damn it? You're about to die. As the boat sails off into the sunset, Nate assures her that he's good for it, and with that, our heroes sail off into the sunset, ready for their next adventure. Which was me playing through the game 2 more times because I'm a silly Billy. Because at the start of the game, I was playing normal, and I was like, oh, this isn't too bad, so I switched it to hard, so at the end of the game, it didn't count as me beating the game on hard. And I was very upset. So I played through the game 2 more times, once on hard, second time on crushing, and here are just clips and trophies for the rest of this video. Oh! So we're gonna jump. Yes, come on, raise your hand. An egg? What the hell? Not the blue room. Not the blue room. Not the blue room. Oh, okay. Lovely. Nice. Achievement. Let's go. Oh, I just have to... Okay, an accidental trophy. That's nice. Nice. Bingo. Look like Ryan was up here. Nice. What the f just happened? What? Oh, in my teeth. That's GG's. That's the platinum. That's the fucking platinum. Yes! Oh, holy shit. And this is proof of it in my library.